Good evening, guys. Hi, everybody. I feel like I haven't been on here for like months. I think it's been 3 weeks since I was on the last time. Hi, everyone. I miss you guys. Good evening on this rainy Wednesday. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, YouTube world. Um, as you can tell from my title, I think I'm a little late because I don't think anybody is discussing Derrick Jaxn anymore. But yeah, I was one of those people that was buying his books. I bought his cards, his game cards. Um, and I think at one point I wanted to go see him live. I think it was like supposed to be three of them. And I don't know what happened. I think I ended up going to another conference, so I didn't get a chance to buy the ticket. But I guess he fooled everybody, including me. Um, I think when he first came out, I was really like into it and watched it, and I thought he was great. So, did it come as a shock? Not really. In recent years, I haven't really been listening to him as much. And I think when you go through um, a type of narcissist type of relationship, I think for me, you can kind of pick them out a little bit. You know what I mean? I will watch some of his videos and I wasn't into it as much. And that's what this channel is all about, is basically doing the work, because once you do the work, you can pick up on things a lot quicker than before. You're not as naive, you're not as gullible as you used to be. Um, I just wasn't really feeling him like that, like I was in the past. And that is from doing the work and healing. Therapy, I can't stress that enough. Of course, God, number one, but therapy, number two. And three, just surrounding yourself with people that love you and care about you and just doing the work. Um, so let's have a discussion. Is he a narcissist? I'm not diagnosing him because I don't have a license to diagnose anybody. But I think when you watch the video of him and his wife, it says a lot. Whether he's a covert, um, you know, grandiose, certainly. I think he flaunts his body a lot. Um, that used to impress me. I was one of those girls because the ex narc had, I think my first video, I might have said he had like 8 pack. He had a great body, like no fat, but look at where we at. So you got to look beyond the body and the looks and go much deeper to substance and the core of the person and their character. You know what I mean? So that's imperative. The body, you know, we all get big here and there, husky or whatever you want to call it, fat, whatever you want to call it. That, looks fade, look can fade, and the body is not going to look like when you were 20. So, what you can have forever is your character and your morals. That's more substance. So I'm not phased by it. I used to. I'll keep it real. Like Omar Hardwick, that's, yeah. Yeah, but you got to look beyond that. It looks good, but with the looks, what is underneath all of that? The worst thing is being with somebody who is beautiful, but just treat you the worst. So we really, I think now from some of the stories that I hear is people saying they might have staged the whole thing, like this is a thing that they're doing to sell the books, and which is sad and pathetic to me. Using marriage, something that God created, and just to, it's a campaign to get money. And I think people, I'm just trying to understand people's logic. Like, you get the fame, you get the money, and then what? Marriage is not something to play with. And I don't know what the truth is, whether they are scamming people into buying the new book or whatever it is. Like the saying, whatever is in the dark will come to light. But just having watched the interview with the wife and everything else that is coming out, like, he could be a narcissist. Who's to say? But somebody portraying themselves as, I'm this love guru, and the same people that you were talking about, you are actually like their leader. You are the president. You are the spokesperson for infidelity and just mess. And even with everything coming out, whether it's true or not, but just playing to it. Somebody had to expose you before you told the truth. He didn't come out and say anything before this, the story came out with the women coming out with the story. Then there was the rebuttal. Yes, I did it. You could have came out and said it before they even came out and said anything. So like I said, I don't know if they're doing it to sell books, which will be sad because marriage is not something to play with. Marriage is not something to be used as a scam, a ploy to manipulate and deceive people into selling books. I remember when everything came out with the ex Narc. And I remember calling him. I said, everything that was done, like all of that prayer they did in the mosque, like all of that was fake. Like, I just couldn't comprehend it. Like, you knew that this wasn't a real marriage, and you had people celebrating as if it was. So people would do whatever they have to do to gain, in his case, to come to the United States. And like what the title of my channel is, Vengeance is Mine, said the Lord. I know it's gonna hurt, but you gotta give it to God. So in Derrick's case, I hope his wife, she looked like she's really going through. And I'm not sure she's also playing a role, but whenever I see people doing stuff like that, I'm like, you're not playing anybody, you're playing yourself. Because in the end, the truth will come out. Because the truth doesn't like to be lied on. It could take years. The truth will still come out. But just watching the video, it just looks like she's really, I don't know if it's depressed is the word or just really confused. Because when you are in a relationship with a narcissist, like you really not yourself. You really have to go no contact, surround yourself with loved ones that will support you and help you. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get my daughter because it was a little bit loud in here, so I had to get her in the room. But marriage is not something to play with. It's not something to play with. So if the wife is really going through this whole situation, I hope she has her family to support her and hopefully she can get out of it. Because a relationship with a narcissist, it's like living trauma every day. You gotta get away from that toxicity. Save your spirit, save your sanity, because it's eating away at you slowly. And that's not a way to live. God did not create us to be in that misery. Not not one bit. Not for a moment. You gotta go and pick up the pieces. It's gonna be hard. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. And like I've said in previous videos, it took me 4 years or 5 years. And I hope it doesn't take you that long. That's way too long to let somebody live in your head, live in your space in any shape or form. It's not worth it. You got to protect your peace. So I hope and pray that, she's not in on it or trying to play people. Like I said, you never play anybody but yourself in life. The person that you're playing may not know what's going on, but eventually, like I said, the truth always comes out. Whatever's in the dark will come to light. So the focus now is just doing the work, healing. That's the base of this channel for me. Just watching people like, you know, Pastor R.C. Blake's Just Say No to Narc, Pink Girl Teaches, just many countless others that I can't even think about. Dr. Romney. Watch these videos to be able to help us to be able to process what has happened and trying to get out of that rut that we've been buried in for so long. And now we got to release that. but the work must be done so we don't, you know, be vulnerable to attract that kind of spirit into our lives ever again. And like I said, Derrick, like I have plenty of his books, the cards, but later on, like I just realized like he wasn't even in my radar, like people that I wanted to watch. Excuse me, y'all. It wasn't even on my radar. When you do the work, there's certain people that you just off the bat you can pick up like, nah, something is not right. But back in the day, you would just, you excuse, oh no, I don't want to be mean. It's not about being mean. You gotta set boundaries for who can come in your life. You don't have to be rude. You can say hi to people. You can smile. And you gotta follow that intuition. We all have it. I didn't know I had it until I got out of that situation. I'm like, oh my God, I knew all along what was going on. But you don't want to believe it. For whatever reason, your insecurity, not wanting to be alone. Mine was being prideful because I didn't want to let people know they were right about the whole situation. So I had to suck it up and be in a situation that I know wasn't right for me. So Derrick Jaxn, whether he's a narc, it doesn't matter. We just gotta be strong enough, do the work, and be able to tell those sheeps in wolf clothing off the bat. We don't have to be nasty about it. So hopefully the wife, marriage, God made marriage. So if they genuinely want to work it out, which from all the stuff that I've seen and listened to, this is a spirit that normally don't ever change. Ever. Unless they go to God and say, I'm sick of letting the devil play with me or participate in his mess, and genuinely ask God to rid of all of that from you. God can do anything. He created this whole universe. There's nothing that he cannot do. But they gotta want God to come in and get rid of all of that demonic spirit off of them. But some people love that power trip. They love deceiving people and using people and getting whatever they want, taking advantage of people. But everything we do in life, there's a cost to it. You can pay for it now or you can pay for it later. Either way, it's going to cost you. You choose. So, like I said, now I'm more vigilant. I'm more discerning. Like how it says in the Bible, test the spirit by the spirit. And I don't question my intuition anymore. I don't say, I don't know the person. If you feel what you feel, go with it. That's God speaking to us. Don't deny that. I would never do that again. But the work has to be done. And sometimes healing is not pretty. It's not going to be comfortable. That's where a lot of time we don't do it. You rather be stuck and be blind and deaf and dumb than to cry, be alone, because a lot of people don't want to be alone. I'm a loner, so I'm always used to that alone time. But sometimes that's not always good either. You got to have that balance. There's got to be a balance. So healing is not pretty. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So we can attract healthy people, like-minded, kind, generous, loving, giving, respectful, that knows God for real and loves God for real and fears God. It's easy to say you love God, but do you fear him enough to know that you don't want to hurt any of his children for any monetary gain or whatever? So we got to do the work. You just got to sit in that. As painful as it is, as lonely as it is, sit in that because it's only temporary. It's only temporary. It doesn't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. So no situation is going to be forever. But we got to get healthy. So let's do the work. Let's live, love, and just live our best life and be happy. So thank you guys for watching, and hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and let's build our family and getting healing and being free. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and good night. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.